All right, let's see here. We're gonna try some AI stuff here. I want to map that to the name too. Verified in progress. Requires action. That should be true. So let's fix that quick. Guess we can install updates quick. What up, Kraut? Happy New Year's. See, you're starting off strong with a broken link. Very good. My link ain't broken. It's your Spotify. Nah, it's just I blame Spotify for internationalizing and putting geo boundaries on their music. That's what I blame. What up, W King Dev? How we doing? Restart my Spotify? Is it actually broken? Is it the thing where the device doesn't show up again? Day off with the fam. Looking forward to streaming in 2025. Let's go. Do you think I make mistakes with my requests? Yes, I do. I think every one of your requests is a mistake. Let's see here. Man, my lip is feeling so weird today. I don't know if I told you guys, but I got nerve damage from my surgery, and like my lip is just like completely numb here because I damaged the nerve. Annoying as hell. All right. Right, I wanted to provide the device ID of your desktop. Ooh, okay. how can I get my device ID? I'm sure there's a get available devices. I wonder if, is this, yeah, this is actually working. Okay, I do have the device ID. Happy New Year. Will it heal? I hope so. It's it's not, I wouldn't say it's rare, but it's not, also not common. It's a known side effect of the surgery I had sometimes, or it can be a result. I can feel like really, really deep down in like a very, very, very subtle tingle, which means that the nerve's not completely dead. So it should heal over time. It just may be a couple of years. I damaged my a nerve in my back when I was in high school, and that took almost 12 years to heal. I'm not sure if stimulation will help or not. Did we just run DWB? Did we just do this? I think we just did this, right? What happened? I had like this thing in my mouth. Like one of my spit glands got damaged in my lip, and like I guess when that happens, like it just like these little, I forget, it's called a mucocell. They can like build up, and there's no way for them to like go away on their own. So you have to get them removed with surgery. Otherwise, they'll just keep growing. So I had to get that cut out in surgery, and during surgery, that nerve got damaged, unfortunately. All right, let's go to routes authenticated. Actually, I think this is going to be instead in lib. It's under components, sidebar, breadcrumbs. Yeah, it's in here. To display name. No. Where do I do the bit where I show the user's name? I generate the breadcrumbs on the server, don't I? Where do I do that? That has to be in like one of my top level routes, right? It has to probably be in the layout of the authenticated route. App user. Verify email onboarding main layout server. Do we get crumbs in here? Enriched params. Get user full name. This should really be dot starts with. That might work if we go to view and then slash onboarding internal server error. Excellent. Very good. Delete. Where did we get the server error? Performance metric row. Must appear in the group by clause. Oh, it's because we had that having function. I think this should actually be fixed. No? Queries. Why? This was working a second ago. Was this really what broke it? No, I was gonna say that couldn't be. Okay. Well, let's see here. That's not the screen I wanted. What time is it? 9 o'clock. We're gonna stream longer because I have off today, so we'll probably stream to like 11 today. Justine's still not up, and the dogs haven't been out yet. I should probably. What time is it? It's 9. Yeah, I'm gonna go let the dogs out, and then we'll get a solid like 2 hours of just like straight grinding in. So I'll be right back, and then we'll try to knock out like this coach approves prospective client flow, and then we can start working on dashboards probably, or we also have to do some PDF generation. I don't know which I feel like doing first because they're both the PDF generation is probably gonna be really annoying. So I might just do that and get it out of the way. I don't know. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna go let the dogs out though, so we can just focus for 2 hours.
Functions describe the world.
All right, let's do this. Got a solid like 2-hour window here to just knock out some shit. All right, let's figure out what's going on with this error down here. We're getting error Postgres performance metric row ID must appear in the group by clause. Right, so that's definitely the query we were just looking at. Group by performance metric report ID. That is there. Performance must appear in the group by clause or be used in an aggregate function. Is that not exactly what we're doing? I wish this told me what query it was. I mean, clearly it's probably this one. Group by okay. Maybe we don't need the group by. Where's the data? Server rendered. So we need to look at this. All right, we did fix that, so that's good. User ID. Oh, yeah. I wonder if we can fix that to... That's really annoying. Yeah. Do we have that fixed on something else somewhere? So that's not a link. So I think that's going to be, let's see here. Where do we render the link? Yeah. Maybe when we're rendering crumbs, we need a better data model than just a string. Crumbs, resolved routes. Split. What does, I'm a little confused what this returns. ID becomes, oh, I do see what's happening here. That's how we're building the breadcrumbs. We almost need like a type that's like, where it's display, and then URL part. Maybe just part, path part. Where's this log coming from? I want to turn off that log. That's kind of annoying. Here, let's get rid of that. Resolved route. Hey man, serious question is, what would you suggest to a person who wants to start freelancing due to no job opportunity at present but is scared as he doesn't have everything figured out or isn't a crack dev? Some actionable points would be really appreciated. Yeah, so getting started is the hardest part of freelancing. I don't have a lot of good advice for like landing your first couple clients because I got really lucky in that the clients that I've picked up have been through mutual connections. Um, I have a lot of advice that like once you do get started, the biggest thing I can say is contract. Always, always, always use a contract. Hire a lawyer to write a contract for you to use. Contract will protect you. Contract will protect your client. Always have a contract. Um, it'll be the best money you ever spend. Um, I would say maybe try getting involved on platforms like, I don't know, what is it, like Fiverr or something? Or just trying to like work your own network of family and friends to find people, or even going to like mom and pop shops in your hometown and offering to do work, even if it's much cheaper than you should be being paid, just to like start building a portfolio you can point to of work that you've completed. Um, even like launching tiny SaaS apps, build your portfolio. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, do you have any more specific questions? Like, because I can get more specific. I just don't. I'm not positive on. Yeah, I wish I had better advice to offer you on getting started because I got lucky. Grams with display. Grams with display. How do I want to do this? I can see I have all the data I need. I just need an optimized structure for this. Dude, I know the sun. I need it around 9:20. Yep, it's 9:20 right now. 9:20 to like 9:30. The sun comes in this stupid window at just the right angle that like my freaking blinds don't block it and I can't like here. Maybe we'll stand for a little bit. Oh, that's the wrong direction. There. We'll stand for a bit. Hopefully that saves the... Oh, man. How's that? Is that better? That should be better. Yeah, that is better. Okay. It's absolutely cool what you said. Really appreciate that. Crazy how comes in. Outplayed by sunlight. Does one need to be absolutely crack dead before first gig, or being good with basics good enough? I would say if you're not super confident in your ability yet, maybe focus on just like maybe even your first bits of work offer to do pro bono. Like find mom and pop shops or small businesses in your local town or city community and offer to build like MVPs for free, and practice working with them, collecting requirements, figuring out what they need, and building and shipping. And once you do one or two of those, and you're feeling more confident, then start. One, you'll have a piece of work you can point to, like, hey, this is the kind of work I do, and you can kind of get an idea of how you like working with clients. And like, I would always say, too, don't be afraid to take some work that feels out, like, don't be afraid to take work that you aren't 100% sure on how to do. I mean, obviously, like, there's this balancing act of knowing what you can deliver or not, but like, you always want to be kind of pushing yourself and learning something new with each project. Obviously, like, this project I'm working on now is kind of unique in that, like, I have totally free range on tech and I've been a pretty liberal in trying new things. But like, also, yeah, I don't know. I don't think you need to be a crack dev. I don't think I'm a crack dev. I have a decade of experience and I've made a million mistakes, and I know what mistakes to not make over and over again. And I've solved the same problems over and over and over again. And those problems are pretty consistent across every project I do. I have a question regarding V0. Since I have now a finished portfolio in Codebase, is there a way to integrate V0 into the Codebase? Is there a smart way to use V0 on top of my Codebase? The way I use V0 in this project I use now, I have a project on V0 and I have it seeded with like my theme and some screenshots and some code, and then I have it generate new components for me, and then I translate them to Svelte since V0 doesn't do Svelte natively quite yet. Yeah, I like giving it just like screenshots and like the theme, and then having it spit out new stuff for me. We also have our AI SDK at Vercel doll that you can use for AI capabilities. Resolved route. Ooh, I have an idea. We have the resolved route. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I want this structure that's more like, I just got an idea. route ID. That'll be a string. Display route. And then we'll have our resolved route. And then we'll have our display crumbs. And then we'll have our URL crumbs. And we're duplicating data, but I also don't care. It's fine. So if we make this structure, so this is going to be crumbs. And we put in here our route ID, which we can get, right? We can get route.id. We can get our display route, which will be the resolved route. Well, technically, we have display route, resolved route. So let's actually change this. We're going to do const, and we want to get resolved route, and we want to get a display route. And this is going to be super similar to the code that we have on the next line where we do this immediately invoked function expression. So yoink that and put that there, and in here, is that what we want to do? We can do display ID, and then we can do just ID. And this will be params.id. And then this is going to become an error. And we'll get ID will be yeah, we'll do that. In fact, we can go back here. And then we can grab the, call this the display route, and in here we'll say enriched params. So now we have that. And this will be our display crumbs. And we have our resolved route. And then we want our display crumbs is going to be the display route. And then we get our resolved route, which is just resolved route. And finally, we get our URL crumbs, which will be resolved route dot slice one dot split on u. We want to send route data instead of crumbs. We'll send that. And then in our, yeah, we don't get the crumbs here. Our breadcrumbs component probably has to take, in fact, we could probably go back and optimize this structure even more and do something like where we have a type crumb and it has a display. That'll be a string, and then it'll have value, which will also be a string. And then rather than doing this, we'll have a crumbs, and we'll do we want to like zip these together. We'll do this is such an annoying problem because there's like not a good way to do this. I appreciate that, Brie. Should be natural to create a project in there and just update all my current files into it, I guess. Hobby tier is more than enough for my portfolio. Yep, since I graduated soon, I want to have something authentic, show off, worked off really well. Got inspired by Nexel's website. Nice, hell yeah. What up, Kojo? Hi, so I have a project I'm thinking about using Svelte. What's your general stack on for a full stack Svelte app? I really like Svelte. I think it's kind of simple and productive. I don't know. I don't know if I would use it over. I think now that Next 15's out, I might use Next 15 and React just because I'm more familiar with it and the ecosystem's a little bit more rich. But I really, really do like Svelte 5. I think it's very, very good. I think React and Next could learn a lot of valuable things from Svelte. So this ends up being what did I do wrong here? Resolved routes. route include, did I typo that? Question mark. Route includes client ID. Route.id. Resolve. That closes there. Get user. Sure. What is this subset about? Change in. Does this take the full user? Sure. Yeah, okay. Morning 404. Yeah, I've worked on a Svelte project once. I really like it. I think that blurs the server client distinction a bit, whereas Svelte is. Yep, I agree with that. Maybe that's my OCD kicking on, but. Oh, the spitting. I mean, we can change that, but actually that's open source. So if anyone wants to go open up a PR, I'm more than happy to merge it. So we have the display route. And then we want to do something like type crumbs is going to equal resolved route dot slice one dot what is it, split on a slash, and then we're gonna map it. We're actually going to chunk it. Const display route parts is going to equal display route dot split slice on one dot split on slash. That should be a string array. And we're going to map this, and then we'll get a part, and we'll just return an object in here that's going to be display, and we'll do display route parts dot at. We need the index, so let's grab the index here. Index. We'll say index, or we just take the part, and then we grab the value, which will be the part, which we can rename part to value. Do that, and then we can go here, delete that. That's good. Now we have our crumbs, right? Yep, that works. And we don't need all this anymore. Get rid of that type. Get this crumb. We'll just move that up, and I throw that there. And we'll get rid of this. And now we have our crumbs. We want to come down here and change this back to crumbs. And then in our breadcrumbs component, we now have this thing coming in where it's not this structure, but it is a display and value. All right, we have that structure. And then, do we really need the display name? Okay, that's fine. And this would actually be crumb.display. And now instead in here, slice 0, index +1, join, replace all. We want to map this first. We'll map and we'll take the value and we'll map that out, and then that should work. All right, that should fix our... Oh, that's interesting. Why does one of these say Nate Codes and the other one says Nicholas Klein? What up, Ayush? What up, tech support? Why is that the case? R10 is a coaching platform that one financial advisor, or that financial advisors can use to coach other financial advisors. Yeah, it's broken. Why would it pick Nicholas Klein? What's up with my data here? Yeah, that makes sense. What I just broke there. Yep. I see what I did. This is not the user we get here. We need to get the user from... right there. That's the bit I forgot to do. Hi, how to become a better front-end developer? Build stuff. That's the only answer. Practice and doing it over and over again and making mistakes and learning from the mistakes and struggling through learning hard things. That should fix that problem. Yeah, there we go. I mean, to be working in Vercel, you have to transcend front end and become basically full stack. Learn how to center a div. I mean, to be working at Vercel, you have to transcend front end, become basically full stack. I've been a full stack dev my entire career. I've been full stack since my very first job at State Farm in 2013, 14. I was writing struts with Java 1.5 and some vanilla JavaScript and some Dart, and then that switched into a rewrite, and I got to do Spring with Java 1.7 and Spring 3.0, and I got to use ExtJS on the front end, and from there I got put on a little team to pilot React after like a few weeks after it came out. Um, and then I switched jobs shortly thereafter to a company that went all in on React very, very early. But I've been doing full stack my entire career. Every job I've held, I've been genuinely a full stack dev. Well, it includes that. So we got that. That fixes that. That goes here. That looks good. Okay. And then if we go to onboarding, we go there. We get this stuff. Good, good, good. In fact, we should update this display here. We can come in here and we can take that logic that was on the front end in our breadcrumbs component, this bit right here, and we can yoink that, and we can come over here and just make that to display. Then we can say to display, and we'll come put that there. I guess we would want to do why is client still lowercase? The display for client should be oh, because we're capitalizing over here. Right. This isn't going to scale. I hate this. Sorry, it works for now. Where's the beard boss? Are you on a MacBook or a Mac Mini? I'm on a MacBook. Thank you for the follow, by the way,
describe
NFA.
the world.
Full stack model. Frickin' Ender. But did I write a Flash game? I did write a Flash game. Dude, I was real into Flash when I was in high school. All right, there we go.
Functions describe the world.
Okay, that looks good enough for me there. Things we need to do here is we need to update this view, and this user should have a action that the action needs to be onboarding needs reviewed. So let's go to that page. Oops. It's going to be source routes authenticated main coach clients page.server get clients and prospective users execute. So we get these clients back, and then in our page we pass it into the clients card, which is what we're looking at. Get onboarding status, email verified. All right, what is going on here? Client user or prospective client user. That seems fine. So that should be fine to pass. There be any reason the prospective client doesn't have that data on it? Unify intersection and the role is prospective client. There should be no type issues there. We're running dev, so it should be rebuilding. All right, what's this actually say? We just imagine. Yeah, I gotta figure out, I don't know, how do you guys think I should lay out my stream here? It's hard to show code and the app when I'm looking at it. Would not change it. All right, let's at least solve these TypeScript problems. Onboarding assessment completed is missing in type. Interesting, is that true? Onboarding status. Do we merge something somewhere? I must have changed. We don't even need this function anymore because this just takes a user. Right, because our user has on it. We updated this. We used to have a field on our user object about that was onboarding assessment completed, but now we have this onboarding status instead. So let's fix that. We don't even need that. This is just going to take a user, or I guess we'll say a client user. Yeah, let's do this. In fact, we don't even need this, right? Like, we can just look at the frickin' so we'll take a user, and this will be a client user or a prospective client user. And here we can just say user dot onboarding status. We don't even need that, right? We can just say user dot onboarding status. Same with this. Okay, that looks fine. And now we can just do, we can delete this function. We have the onboarding status there. Boom. Yeah, great. Where's the no action at? Why am I not getting my autocomplete here? Actually, we should do this backwards, right? This should be here. So you can just delete to there. There we go. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Oh, hold on. Got pinged at work. 1 second. Okay. We click view. We need to change this page. Good morning. Hold on, chat. Okay. I think we need to rework this screen a little bit. What up, Selma? Selma? It's not freelance unless you're working for free. So on this screen, what is important? So we get here. We need like a... From this screen, if there is action. We also need to fix this screen. Well, let's just focus on the onboarding screen actually. So we go here and then we tack on / onboarding. Did I miss something, Crop? Do you have a free button on your Stream Deck? I do not have a free button on my Stream Deck. Actually, this should have fixed prefetching too. If we come look here, we hover this, that should... I was under the impression that should... There we go. Yep, there we go. Prefetch worked. Nice. All right, we're going to try to use V0 to generate a design for us. So we have this data. Let's grab on our onboarding page, client ID onboarding. We get this, where's that inspect? Let's change this and we're going to do what's on data again? It's going to be assessments and report. All right, we have this, and we're going to copy that object. What's that paste as? Perfect. And we're going to go to V0. Why am I in incognito? Oh, that's right, because I was in the coach view. Right. That's okay. V0. And then I have this existing project that is R10 somewhere. Yeah. Please create a screen for our coach dashboard for reviewing a prospective client onboarding assessment and initial what do we call them? Something metrics. Performance metrics? Yeah. An initial performance metric report. The data looks like the following. Please keep the theme consistent with what we've been building and working on. The coach should be able to approve the prospective, approve/accept the prospective client
It's the gospel of the camel. I speak the gospel of the dunes.
Let's see how it goes.
The sand is in my veins. Come ride a camel with
The
me
window capture
today.
for the browser that is shown at a fixed position on the stream and it's hidden by default. With your stream deck, you can toggle visibility of that window capture. That's not a bad idea. What up, Roasted? Happy New Year. 16 months? Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Dang, this is actually pretty freaking good. All right, let's all right, this is a really good start. Let's make some changes. 1, please use a table for to render the performance metrics data. Or actually, I think I have some notes on what data is important, actually. Yeah, we'll come back and we can fix that. 2. Let me go grab. Right. How do I get to a Command Shift N? Shouldn't that? Yeah, there we go. Localhost. We want to log into Dylan.Mulroy plus coach at gmail.com. Foobar. Yeah, let's actually give G, and we'll do that. We'll give it the radar chart we have. To translate the attached Svelte kit radar chart to display the scale assessment questions. 3, create informative, useful, create a useful, contextualized, and good-looking UI/UX for displaying the scalar answers. Yeah, they are different subscriptions, Gene. And Arshad, I'm working on creating a web app for a financial advisor coach. Hydrate. All right, we can hydrate. Cheers. Is this still loading? Sure. This probably gives me enough to work with. Let's make a couple more changes. Let's change the general information section. 1, make years in business and number of households more like a card, badge, or top level piece of information. 2, account for the fact that important outcomes and limiting factors are free-form text and may be a paragraph or more in length. Depends if you're hitting limits, Felks. If you're not hitting limits, I wouldn't pay for it. But if you are, then hell yeah. I actually haven't kept up with what all comes with the pro subscription because I just have it. But I use V0 all day long. It's really nice for prototyping ideas with like my customer support team and going back and forth with design on ideas I might have. Bro, what did this thing just do? Although this does give me a great place to start. This gives me a good enough idea. I'm gonna be like, bro, what did you just do? Please fix these styles. Been watching your videos in background while coding myself for so much time. First time actually being on your stream though. Nice. Well, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. What have you been working on in the background? That's actually, I mean, I used to watch DevDad and Dax in the mornings before I started streaming. Did the same thing. Dude, what are you doing, V0? All right, we'll just go back to here because this gives me a good idea. I think I'm gonna move this stuff up into here. Yeah, this gives me a good enough idea of what to work with. I'm gonna sit my chair back down because my freaking ribs hurt so bad. Any tech TV series you watch for inspiration? I wouldn't say TV. I watch a couple other people that I am very inspired by. Hold on, let me get this desk to the right spot. Here we go. So other streamers that I watch that I'm very inspired by. I really like watching Low Level Learning. I think he's a great streamer. I think he gets into a lot of really good technical content that is way outside of my wheelhouse that I really enjoy learning from. I like watching TJ a lot. TJ works on a lot of things that interest me, and I think he has a really good attitude towards things. And we think about software in a lot of the same ways. When Prime is doing technical programming content, I like watching that. I'll watch Prime when I'm working on triaging tickets in the morning when he's doing his like React articles, but I don't watch much of that anymore. But I will watch when he's doing technical stuff, and I like that. JMS is good. There's a bunch of people. There's a couple other YouTubers. I've been watching this one guy recently who's does a lot of good like dev setup stuff. See if I can find him. DevOps Toolbox. This guy has a great channel that I've been taking a bunch of inspiration from recently. I'll post that in chat. But like TV series, I don't watch a ton of TV. Okay, so we have this. Let's start by making this card up here. This is going to be under Happy New Year. Back at you. Appreciate you. Client ID, onboarding. And we'll come in here and let's make, guess we can just make the card in here, huh? What the hell is that? How can we mix these things? All right. We'll grab this. And in here, we'll change this to prospective client review. Let's go to Lucide. I want to find a good icon for that car. Lucide. If you were to build a portfolio website for yourself, how crazy would you get in terms of technology or in creativity? That's kind of what this is. I need to go back and spend some time on my personal site because it's not finished and it's kind of in a working status site, but like my keybinds don't work and I want to get them working. And then I would love to have like you can go into insert mode or visual mode or back to
Functions describe the world.
all right, I need to find an icon for like a prospective client. Prospect. Nope. Search. What do we got here? Review. We can also pick a random ass icon too. That's an option. ID card. Could use Trello. We could use the scroll. Let's do ID card. Okay. Grab that, import that from there. And here we'll just say hello world, just to get that loading. And we should see, whoops, it's not the screen we wanted. We want that one. And if we go to onboarding, yeah, I love the ZSA Voyager. Okay. Let's, you know what, we're gonna have V0 go ahead and make some changes here. And we'll just grab the window. Copy image. Let's see how well V0 can do here. Shift tab. I'm gonna go down, go over here, over to V0. Update it to fit in this. Update it to fit in this screen. Update it to work. Oh, that's sick. Love Raycast. I need to use Raycast more. That's like on my to-do list. Maybe even today is to I need to stop using that freaking calendar component. One, don't use the calendar component. Just show the number of years in bus.ns. 2, so we'll bump this up into the main part of the card. I have no idea what it wants down here. This like got significantly worse. Happy New Song. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I think I can work with this a little bit. Max height with full. Let's get rid of. Whoops, I didn't mean to skip that song. All right. Let's do down here, and we'll do card footer. And in here we'll put the buttons, and we'll do something like button / button, and we'll yoink and tag. Well, yoink in tag. Go ahead and paste a double button, and then in here this will be reject and then approve, and we will add card title, card header. I want to go look at some of our other cards. There's like I think we have a card description somewhere. Yeah, here we go. That goes in the header. We'll go ahead and use the card description to throw in the in here. We'll do like we're gonna want go ahead and say const assessment and report is going to equal data. And then in here we can say assessment dot what? I'm like not getting good autocomplete in here. My language server broken? Dev server's running. Let's just restart the dev server. What up, Nunes? Why is there kebab in module list? The font is Mona Lisa. I guess I have to type this. Well, here it figures out the type. Um, management. The worst part of Svelte is the language server. The language server is so bad. When did the state of JS come out? I might have looked at it. I'm not sure. Bus in S. I'll do the same thing for all right. That looks good, and let's see if we can just render those out here. We'll say, we'll just give it a div to make it easy and get some block level elements. Div, paste that, and we'll say years in business. Just to see if we can get something rendered to screen. And then we'll say households under management. And that will be households under management. And we want the other incognito tab. Oh, I put that up there. That's interesting. NA, oh right, because I didn't put in the IDs. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so this should change to a div. And that's gonna get moved down here. And then we can go look at our database and grab those two IDs for our assessment question. Grab that ID. These are static and hard-coded across all environments. So this is okay to hard code. So we'll drop that in there. We save that. We should see that change. Good. And now we grab our copy. In fact, we could grab it by name. Nah, fuck it. And that should give us households under management. Great. Reject, approve. Data group is so good, but I refuse to pay a subscription for it. Why? I have zero problem paying for software that I think is quality. Same with Yak. I will happily pay for Yak. We can almost take these bits let's go ahead and make this card. How the hell did that get over there? I want to make this card more like, yeah, this should actually be in the layout, I think. Okay. Perfect. You keep the version you pay for, but you can subscribe for new releases.
Functions describe the world.
I get that. Let's come over here and let's get rid of the height. Get rid of that. I also don't know why my width is being limited. Svelte. Min height, max width, none. Oh, because the card has a, yeah, I always forget that this stupid card has a max width hard-coded. Okay, we'll do that. I want to figure out this toggle. What component is that in ShadCN? Tabs? Yeah, it's just tabs. Okay. So I think we can do use a radar chart. Let's see. 1, remove the assessment overview at the bottom. 2, combine everything into a single card. 3, make sure don't label don't use the label scalar assessments. Instead, use accelerator overview and use whatever. Happy New Year, Davey. Titanfall's $3 on Steam. I don't even have my gaming PC in this office anymore. I gave my gaming PC to Justine, and I'm probably going to build a new one for my birthday. Make sure the tabs to switch between the assessment data and metrics report data are still there. Make sure the advisor can still approve or reject. Include the client's name and email. And make sure the card has a heading that matches our previous cards. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, okay. I know how I'm gonna do this now. Let's try one more thing. See if I can get it to go just a little bit further. What would be a good card to look at? Something like this. And we'll tell it, make sure the card matches the theme and styles of the attached card component from a different view in our app. So I think what I'm going to do, chat, is that I'm going to stack important outcomes and limiting factors, and then we're going to use the radial chart, and we're going to put it on the right side. And then we can iterate from there. That feels like it's going to break. perpetual fallback license. I do like that model, to be honest. Never, ever be lazy. Always render all the code and data. Remember this and update the code. I actually like where this is going. Dang, this looks pretty good, chat. This looks pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this a lot. And the only thing different we'll do is that we'll stack these two, and then we'll use the radial chart that we have here instead. I like it. I like it a lot. And we'll move this badge like up in the title instead. This looks good. I fucks with it. I fucks with it heavily. All right. I'm going to send a picture of this to the client, and I'm actually going to probably wrap up here because I have to prepare for a meeting here at 11. Get this freaking badge out of here. Delete that.
Functions describe
Thanks for the follow, Octal. Appreciate you. Let me grab this. We'll change this to be actually, let's just change this for the screenshot quick. In fact, I can just go in here and let's do member since. And we'll say I can't see where I'm typing. Oh, down here. What happened? Assessment date, member since. That should be sign up date. Save. Preview. Yeah. And really that should be to be consistent, that should probably be capital. Signed up. And do that instead. Save. I don't have work today. I have I'm helping organize SquiggleConf next year, and there's a staff meeting for SquiggleConf here in 2 minutes. Which everyone should go to SquiggleConf next year. It's gonna be awesome. Grab that. This is going to change to stack the two text answers and then render the accelerator overview as the radial chart, but gives you the idea. We'll send a screenshot of the radial chart just as a reminder. Copy image, drop that, boom. Okay, chat, let's go raid somebody so I can get to this meeting. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I appreciate all of you so much. We'll raid JMS again. This is one of the people I think very highly of. I think they're a very skilled dev working on cool stuff. So go show JMS some love, and we'll be back tomorrow.